Why? Big old why?
Stephen. Stephen.
22 points. The game best by connects the defense up and drops off inside the shot.
Oh, he wants to get in. Go on, take that off. Get over there.
Unguardable because of his handles.
The babyface assassin.
That's what I've ever seen.
That's the greatest shooter.
The greatest shooter in the history of basketball.
Mama told me don't talk to strangers.
Coming in.
Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry, the 6'3" junior guard out of Davidson.
Curry is putting on a shooting show here.
Back-to-back titles, 3 in 4 years.
Curry from way downtown.
I'm gonna try to hustle this up. Riley. Riley. See these rings? You hold on to them for me? I'm putting you in charge of them. Okay? So when we get to the parade, you'll give them back to me?
I definitely have an appreciation and realization of how crazy this, last 4 to 5 year journey has been.
No fouls to get for Cleveland. Ahead to Curry. Curry sets, fires, puts it up. Bang! Steph Curry from way downtown.
There's a new dynasty in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors champions once again, back-to-back titles, 3 in 4 years, and the latest with a sweep.
You are in a group of only 2% of all NBA players in history who have at least 3 titles. So from where you started with this organization to that particular place, can you describe the transformation?
I can't really. Yes. Just we're right on time. 8:15 means 8:45 for us, unfortunately.
A lot of things had to go right for this to happen. I had a lot of support from my family to do what I get to do.
Yeah. Where did Chad and Rachel go? Yeah.
They're all everyone in the trucks.
I wanted to celebrate because it's a long year.
You show mommy what you're holding on for me? Where'd you put them?
Dub Nation is here and they are ready to party. We are expecting about 1 million fans to line the streets of downtown Oakland today.
This one's for all the little dreamers. I'm a product of the tube and the free lunch.
3 out of 5 years of your life you've had a parade. It's a lot of pressure to keep up.
I'm a product of the tube and the free lunch. Living real, watching all reruns.
When I came into the league, the goal was to become a champion and to play a certain way, live my life a certain way, and bring my family along for the ride, no matter where it took us. But winning 3 championships in 4 years, winning 2 MVPs, never in a million years imagined that to be a possibility.
So special to be playing in the Bay Area in front of you fans, all of Dub Nation. So we appreciate your support, and we're gonna try to get greedy and go get some more. So.
The past maybe 4 years have been overwhelming with his success. I always say there's no such thing as balance, and I try to find beauty in the chaos, but it's crazy. Now we're 30-year-old parents, and it really has flown by. It's almost one of those things where like we need to take a step back at some point just to sit down and like breathe and take a look at everything that's happened, because I almost feel like everybody's more aware of what's gone on than we are.
Nobody is perfect in this world. I have struggles like everybody else in terms of you have a good game, bad game, dealing with injuries. You know, every path isn't smooth and easy. Might be some hiccups along the way, but I have supreme confidence in myself because I know how much work that I've put into what I do, and you know, the gift was given before I even stepped foot on this earth that this was kind of going to be my path.
Today we sit down with the Curry clan, all of them. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves.
Yeah, okay.
Sit down.
Stephen.
Seth.
Sonia.
I'm Bill.
I always wanted 5 children. Dale wanted 0, and we ended up with 3.
Take that pacifier out of his mouth.
Oh man, I was 24 and Weiss was 22. We didn't know what to expect. We were kids ourselves.
Dell has made a name for himself throughout the NBA as a three-point sharpshooter.
Well, there you go. That's it.
The originator. He's the one that paved the way for me and my brother to do what we get to do.
Curry, his wife Sonia, and 9-month-old son Stefan now make their home in South Charlotte. While young Stefan may not know it now, basketball may be his future.
Well, we started him out in the Reebok, so he's in the right shoe wear. We've got a couple balls floating around. He laughs a lot when I bounce him, so hopefully he'll pursue it too.
Come on, you gotta make your first shot.
Took an interest right away.
Oops, you're shooting bricks, man.
I always had some type of ball around him, and he just gravitated toward the game. I never had to say, all right, this is basketball, this is what you're going to play, son.
Yay!
He's always loved the game, and hopefully it was because he was able to watch Pops do it a little bit.
Curry for 3.
He was always a great shooter.
That's what Del Curry has done, the all-time leading Charlotte.
I don't remember seeing dribble more than twice, just because he knew how good he could shoot the ball, and he didn't really need to. So I remember watching my dad play when I was 6 in '94. He played Boston Celtics in the first round of the playoffs.
The Hornets now down by 1.
My dad threw an inbounds pass to Alonzo Mourning at the top of the key, and he made a buzzer beater to advance, I think, for the first time in their franchise's history. And I remember being in the arena then and going crazy, and then going to school the next day. It's like, yo, your dad made that pass. I was like, yeah, that was him.
It was a blessing to have a son and then to have him grow up and watch his dad. He got upset when he couldn't. So we kind of used that, as motivation too. Hey, do you do well in school, behave, do your chores, and you can go to practice and hang out.
He observed first, and then he kind of emulated it.
Hey, Stephen, what are you going to be when you grow up?
A basketball player.
Boy, that's going to take a lot of hard work and practice. You got to study hard, too.
I know.
Playing my first organized basketball at a little community center in Charlotte. I remember one play in particular, just dropped behind the back pass. It was right on target, and like all 42 people that were in the little gym that day went crazy. I started doing like a little high step down the court. That was my first memory of playing basketball.
He was athletic in a clumsy way at first, but he was so determined.
Because I was so small, because I was so scrawny and frail out there, I knew people were going to try to bully me. That kind of gave me a little edge.
He was 9 years old playing on a 10 and under AAU team. And they were down by 1 and threw him the ball, and he could have won it, and he missed the shot. Broke our hearts. Della said, you didn't like that feeling, did you? He was like, no. He said, so now you know what to do next. I'm like, he's 9 years old. Good gracious. But we said that made him who he is.
The best thing about me was my work ethic. Didn't mind practicing, putting extra work in. Like nobody had to tell me to go work hard. We always joke. I got my shooting from my dad, but I got my toughness, my grit, I got that from my mom. So she was a 3-sport athlete, ran track, played volleyball, and played basketball in high school, and then played volleyball at Virginia Tech, and that's where she met my dad. But she was probably the toughest on me in terms of calling me out when I wasn't, giving the right effort.
Stephanie, calm down, boy.
I can be one of those parents in the stands, coaching from the stands and yelling. So for the boys, I started keeping the score, and I couldn't yell things. And then I took up knitting, so I always had to come up with something to just stay out of trouble.
I think I just got my confidence from her because whenever she's at a game and I'm, out there on the floor doing my thing, I always find myself just looking up in the stands trying to find her.
You want your child to do well, to just drive them to get the best out of them. So that's where that fire comes. And then I just love competition. I just want you to beat people down. I just want you to get out there. And I tell Stefan all the time, give the people what they came to see. I like a good show.
Here he comes. This could be a homer, guys. This could be a homer. It is a homer. Yes, it is. All right.
I loved playing baseball as much as I loved playing basketball at that time.
He was playing AAU baseball and basketball, and I was coaching both teams.
Ladies and gents, we ain't going to impress. We speak and we can keep it secret.
We had practice or games every day of every week the entire summer. And that's when we said, okay, son, it's time for you to make a decision.
Parents kind of came in and said, hey, I know you love playing both. You're pretty good at both, but I feel like you should decide which one you want to, commit to so that you can practice year-round as well. And that was the first time I had to think about, like, all right, which one do I love more? Which one I feel like I'll be more successful at and things like that. And so the answer was obviously basketball at that point.
It was more my sport, kind of. I had more. I was kind of better at it. It's basketball, and I wanted to practice some more on it and try to make it to the pros if I have a chance.
I knew he was going to choose basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the most part growing up, just being around the NBA, following my dad to practice, shoot around his games, we fell in love with the game, and we dreamed of playing in the NBA.
We knew it was going to be basketball, but, this is his 10th year. He's on a totally different level than I ever imagined he would be or that I got to. So
The winner of the 2014-2015 Kia NBA MVP, Stephen Curry.
my wife and I were always pinching ourselves. Can we believe that's our kid?
Mom, you are our spiritual guidance, our disciplinarian at times because you were around when Pops was away. Just thank you so much. And Pops, you're the example of what a true professional is on and off the court. And to be able to follow in your footsteps, it means a lot to me. This is special. I'm really proud of what you were able to do in your career, and I don't take that for granted at all. So thank you so much.
Can I get some lights in here? We got a nice little backyard over here, fellas.
Steph Curry and his wife Aisha announcing the birth of their first son, Cannon W. Jack Curry. They sure do plan well. All three of their children have been born in the month of July. Steph's usually busy in June winning NBA championships.
I'm always thinking about basketball in a certain sense and thinking about what's going to be coming next season, how I can prepare myself for that journey. But in the next few months, it's all about, really just getting away from the game a little bit, appreciating, my family, we're welcoming a new addition, and just living life.
God looked out for me. My wife handled like a champ. My baby's 11 days old. I got the hall pass from the wife.
I cried 3 times that day. Once when I found out we had a boy. Second time when they told me his name. And third time when he said, we going to Tahoe. True story.
American Century Championship in Lake Tahoe, one of the most fun events to go to.
My wife knows how much golf is important to me, and I think that one tournament that I get to play in every year, I didn't even bring it up. She just said, hey, you know, Cannon's here. We got another 10 days before the tournament. You can go. It was a good time for me to bond with my dad, some of my friends, and celebrate in my own unique way. I guess it might be a little selfish, but celebrate my son being born by going to play some golf.
Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. Go. Oh, it's going to be close.
You don't give yourself any rest. You come off the NBA season, then you get right into form for this. You ever have any downtime? You enjoy yourself away from competitive sports?
No, this is my downtime, so no matter how I play, I'll enjoy it. But obviously, I want to play well and compete. So hopefully, that happens this week. Let's go. What's your name again?
Taylor.
Taylor, my man.
Thanks for letting me do this.
No doubt, man.
I'm a big fan.
I appreciate that, man.
Watch every single one of your games.
Yeah?
As a rookie. Steph, what do you think about LeBron going to LA?
It's gonna be good, man. Good for the league because it changed up the scenery a little bit.
I'm so excited about JaVale. I don't think you remember me. I was at the Draymond Green camp. I think I got to talk to you for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think you remember that.
There's obviously 200 campers there, but I'm glad we got to reconnect.
Wait, can you send that to me?
The bullet! Go! Get in the hole! Get up!
I left my drink. Hold on.
Golf's a big part of my life, and it started with my dad.
They'll need to get some longer clubs or something.
He swings like he shoots three-pointers. Smooth.
Nice and smooth.
Mm-hmm. Good shot.
And nice result as well on the green.
Is that 21?
Good shot, Pops.
So what are you guys betting this year?
Ooh, I can't divulge that information yet. He's very motivated. He's on the tee right now.
It's right here!
If I see that all week, I'm in good shape.
Dell, last time we saw you here last year, it was face first into Lake Tahoe. So we understand there's another bet this year. Are you guys going to reveal that today?
No, we were going to wait and see what happens.
When I was 10, he used to take me out. I'd hop in the golf cart with him. I just have like a little cut-down putter that he gave me. Started to fall in love with it myself because how much fun I have doing it and how competitive you can be with yourself.
Oh, you suck.
Super, always competitive, yeah.
God dang. What's the water temperature this time of year?
It's like 45 degrees.
You got a case of the rights.
Well, he has to hole out on 18 to win an ongoing bet with his dad. Loser has to jump in the lake. They do this every year. He and his dad. Del Curry. Oh! He had to hold that out. Oh, my gosh. Okay, go. Get ready.
I was copying what the lady did at the golf course.
That's expensive. I think about golf way too much. It's a problem. Like, during a game. Yeah. The game of golf just gets under my skin. Like, no matter how well you played, you always feel like you can play better. Very similar to basketball, so. If I'm on the bench, dead ball or something, a swing tip might pop up in my head. It's not good. I'm haunted by it. That's what my wife says, I'm haunted. Outside of basketball, my main guy was Tiger. I've never seen like a killer instinct like that, where you know you're the best, but still like searching for perfection. Like he changed his swing even though he won like 6 straight tournaments and 3 majors out of 4 years, or does like the Tiger Slam and then changes the swing again because he feels like he can get better and more efficient. Like that was like an inspiration in terms of never really being satisfied. When it comes to just the full mastery of the game, I don't think I have that yet. I think there's still some things I can get better at.
You can tell in his eyes when he's bored and he starts trying to think of different things to do within the game. And Dell and I will instinctively look at each other and go, here he goes. And he'll do something crazy from just the thrill of competition and challenging himself.
For me, it's just a feeling when I'm out there on the floor that no matter what I try to do, I can do it. And until I get there, that's gonna be the pursuit. Complete 100% control of how I play the game of basketball, and I'm not there yet.
DeMarcus Cousins is a Golden State Warrior. Might be the most surprising team player hookup of the summer. Cuz coming over on a 1-year cap-friendly deal. I don't think we've ever seen in the modern era anything like a starting 5 like this.
Oh, it's going great. School drop off this morning. Went to school. We got 2 different schools now, so that's a little chaotic.
How often do you do drop off?
I'm doing it probably half the time. We probably split right down the middle. Yeah. Oh man, so I gotta pack. You get spoiled in the league. You rarely ever have to pack your own bag of like equipment and stuff. And then you get to the summer and you actually gotta remember where all your stuff is. It's a problem. Here, my pool clothes. I gotta do a pool workout today. Getting ready for the workout. Always gotta make a quick detour. There it is. During the summer is when you wake up, you have to make those decisions every single day if you're gonna find a way to get better, because it could be easy to kind of take a pass and take a day off and just chill, knowing June is a long way away, but it kind of starts now. I think we're 56 days away from opening night. I've been here working out, playing golf, hanging out at the house. It's kind of the perfect, like, low-key summer.
Are you working out every day now?
Like 6 days a week in the gym. Take 1 off day.
Stephen, joints, ankles, knees, how they feel?
Amazing.
Let's go to work. Alternate. Back pedal, back pedal, back pedal. Chest up a little bit more.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive.
1.
No big,
Two.
I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. Coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron, well I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect them. I made the call up with just like I'm repping. I know we left, yeah, now we back together, but I guess that is better now, later than never. Like,
Hey! Okay. Let's go! Let's go!
Practicing, teacher say quit rapping, man. That gon' hurt my average.
Good use of the hips.
God, I ain't average.
For the third straight year, the Warriors are the odds-on title favorite entering the season.
What's to keep Golden State from another title?
Injuries, hurricanes, tornadoes, snowstorms, Chernobyl. I mean,
Reach and kick. Gotta beat it. 24.4. Hot tub. Good job, sir.
Who's ready for some regular season fun on Warriors ground?
Warriors are getting ready for their home opener.
That's right. The team will begin pursuit of its 4th championship in 5 years when it hosts the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's going to be a long season. One game out of 82 isn't going to define it, but it can tell us a lot about what to expect over the next few weeks, next few months, and maybe.
What? Yeah.
You go upstairs and get your hair stuff. I feel as good as I've probably ever felt going into a year in terms of like health and kind of the balance of all that's happening on the court and off the court. I feel like I'm in really good shape right now.
We can't just have eggs.
They were ready for
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Yes, you can. Yeah, I just feel real comfortable, and that's a good feeling. Let's do it. Freaking A. Another year, baby.
Game day, baby.
Let's freaking go. I know what to expect. Kind of know who I am in terms of like how I prepare for a season, how I go about my business every day. Yeah, 10 years of making the same drive-in, same arena. There's a lot more fans there by the time I get there than there were back in the day. It used to be just the players and the staff.
Is this the year someone catches up to Golden State? You're laughing at the very notion.
The Warriors are the best shooting team ever.
It's probably the most devastating combination of 5 players the NBA has ever seen.
They just level up like this storm that keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You know what? I think I make sense of this journey for Stephen by rationalizing that he was made for this journey.
I can't believe all of the success Stephen has had in his career with the team and personally. But at the same time, it's because like the grind never stops. Seeing his work ethic every day, you can't help but to like want to try and work half as hard as he does.
We'll count down from 5 and we're gonna show off that new banner up top, baby. Y'all ready? 5, 4, 3.
you know, the more you win, the harder it becomes, believe it or not.
I mean, the hardest thing to do is when you had so much success is to fight human nature, which is complacency. They're going to have to find something else that's going to motivate them to push them.
When I look at where I am going into year 10, just being able to play the game of basketball, a game that I love. I've been playing since I was a kid, and now I get to do it on the biggest stage at levels that not many people have experienced. Even 10 years in now, I don't think I've lost that joy. It keeps me going.
Opening night is here.
They say you peak in the NBA between ages 30, 32. I think he's just hitting his peak right now at the age of 30.
Gets it up to Curry. Another 3.
Being a playmaker and a point guard, there are still loopholes in terms of my decision making on the court that I feel like I can get better at.
5-3.
Shooting the basketball, there's a conversation around chasing some records that are still ahead of me, and so until I get there, I feel like I still have more to accomplish. So
29 for Steph Curry.
Hopefully all those things add up to winning more championships, but at the end of the day, whether we win a championship or not, I want to feel like, you know, I did everything I could to make that happen and not cheat the game.
Is it 1:15?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Mommy, you see this?
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't know which one it is.
Oh, dang.
Cheers.
That's my wife right here.
How many more?